Our first dance was Amazed by Lone Star.
You're Still the One by Shania Twain.
And we thought that was good for us because we've been dating 10 years. Some people would say that's a long time until you get married. Some people were pushing a little heavier on when we should get married.
We did not have a first dance.
We didn't have a DJ or any music, really. We just kind of danced Eskimo dancing.
Yeah, Eskimo dancing was our traditional dance.
We did the igloo song. We did a traditional dance where everybody came out, and it's a really well-known song across Alaska. It's a song that demonstrates how to build an igloo.
Luther Vandross, so amazing. Once you hear it, you're not going to unhear it.
Consider Me by Ellen Stone. If you listen to the lyrics of Consider Me, it's just super heartfelt and it explains our marriage perfectly.
Heaven by Bryan Adams. The song fit for the way that we met and how we feel about each other.
So the first song was something called Tere Bin in Hindi. The second song was called Sir Vanilla, which is in Telugu. Those were actually like choreographed dances. The third song, it became more of a slow dance kind of thing. And then during the slow dance, we actually invited all the couples to come on stage.
We did Smaller Acts by Zach Bryan. We picked something that we could two-step to. When we hit the dance floor, like it all seemed like it went really smoothly.
It was Golden Hour by Jake, and we actually had a choreographed first dance.
It must have been like half a year or so.
Yeah, it was
practice.
about like 7-8 months. Yeah. It went really well. We were so nervous.
A R&B song by Daniel Caesar and the artist Her, and the song's called Best Part.
I think that the song really encompassed us. So this feels really like the best part of life is finding your partner and being together. Before we went on to dance, our wedding planner actually told us that like a full song is forever when you're up there, and it would be better to fade it out. So kind of the ideas we had for choreography and just like everybody looking at us kind of went out the window, and we just like did our own thing.
Space and Time by Tyler Childers, another Kentuckian. And we've actually been listening to Tyler Childers for years, but now he's super popular thanks to TikTok and all the social medias.
Our first dance song was My Favorite Part by Mac Miller.
It was One Call Away by Charlie Puth. And it was actually one of the first songs that Jay sent me when we started dating.
Our first dance song was a very slow song called Little Green Apples by Roger Miller. I was just playing it once. I didn't actually know that Asia would be that into it. The song was too slow, but she really kind of picked up on it in a way that I didn't see the song as special as she had seen it. And then once she started communicating that to me, I'm like, oh wait, this song is really special.
Holiday by KSI. He's a UK artist. He's a part of a YouTube group called The Sidemen. It's a group of guys that do stupid, silly things. It just talks about how you just want to be on a holiday, and like being together is like a holiday.
We danced to Beyonce Love on Top. And we had some like loose choreography, which turned out really good. Whenever we were doing our photos, I wanted to like take photos of us dancing as like a cut scene. So our true first dance was to an ice cream truck jingle.
In Flushing Meadows, which is very Queen.
And like all of the guests thought that we had full choreography. So it truly turned out just good enough.
Our first dance song was You and Me by Lifehouse.
Our first dance was a John Prine song. It's called How Lucky. We specifically used the version that he redid with Kurt Vile. It's just been kind of on, and a lot of that song has been on in a lot of the important moments of our relationship, and we both love John Prine.
Our first dance song was Soul by Lee Brice, and for our 1-year anniversary, we actually got the lyrics tattooed on ourselves.
Well, they say it's the paper anniversary, so we were like paper, ink, tattoos.
Our first dance song was Amazing by Teddy Swims, and taking a dance lesson was very helpful.
Dela. The only way you would recognize it is if you're a George of the Jungle fan, because it is the song that they danced to at their wedding at the end of that movie, which is a little bit obscure and weird, but it is a really fun, upbeat song.
Ben Rector's Love Like This. Big Ben Rector fans, and we love his music. It was really, really special. And we did pretty good up there. Yeah, we did a great job.
All or Nothing by Theory of a Dead Man. We actually got that tattooed on us as well, the name of the song.
The All or Nothing. We got the tattoo before the wedding.
It's a good thing we didn't change our mind on the song.
Is This Love by Bob Marley, but a cover version from Corinne Bailey. We had one little twirl that was choreographed. That was about it.
Never Knew Love Like This Before by Stephanie Mills. It's just really special to hear our band performing it live. Like it kind of, when a band does something live, it's always a little different. So it really makes you feel in the moment when it's a live band singing a song you love. Is Brian McKnight Give My All?
think it's Give My All. Can we check that real quick? Never felt this way. Thank you, Lord. It was amazing. It was sang live, and it really just set the mood for the whole rest of the evening.
Beyond by Leon Bridges. And our band played it live, which was really nice.
Yeah, we didn't have a first dance planned, but the lead singer of the band we hired has known August since he was a kid, and she dedicated a first dance song to us. And then she sang the most beautiful rendition of Natural Woman I've ever heard. It was so moving.
Unforgettable by Nat King Cole.
We had a local band that played that perfectly.
Our first dance was to Beyond the Sea by Bobby Darin. I think it was important to both of us to pick like a classic, something that presumably most people would know and older folks in the crowd would know.
At Last by Beyonce, because we are huge Beyonce fans.
We didn't do a first dance, did we? We did have a song that was a special song to me because my favorite band is U2. The song All I Want Is You is like such a perfect wedding song. It says everything. And so we had that on our invitations and we had it on our place cards and we played it after our ceremony.
Honeybee. It's the piano version by The Head and the Heart. We found it
we put that song out a couple years before we got engaged
as well. I got the tattoo. I surprised Isla with
you got this week
tattoo.
Before.
Our first dance song was Can't Take My Eyes Off You by Frankie Valli.
We did a little choreographed dance made by us.
So choreographed.
I don't know, we got compliments on it, but I don't know. I hope we did well.
Can't Take My Eyes Off You from the Jersey Boys.
It was very awkward.
It was very awkward.
I made the mistake of wearing my hat, and we decided to do a dance move that I knew, and I ended up knocking my cover off
3 times.
3 times.
Mimi in Montana by Dan Seals and Marie Osmond.
Recipe by The Green. The Green is a local like reggae band here in Hawaii. It kind of takes us back to kind of when we first met and like the vibes of the bar and like in there and trying to like, hey, I caught your eye, you caught my eye, that kind of vibe, just to kind of take us back.
Our first dance song was a original song written by my cousin's husband, and he actually flew in from California and got to perform it live for our guests, and so that was really special. The song is called So Good, a love song.
Beautiful Crazy, wasn't it? Yeah. We listen to a lot of types of music, but I feel like country is just such a great genre to have at weddings, and it's like there's so many good songs.
Best of My Love by The Emotions. I kept trying to talk him into like doing some sort of like choreographed routine, but
I don't know. I'm more of a improv kind of guy.
First dance song was called Thanks, and then the song that we originally wanted to be our first dance song, we decided to make that our private last dance song, which was No More Bad Days.
Call Me Irresponsible by Bobby Darin. We made a playlist of all of our possibility, our maybe songs, and then one day we just started kind of dancing to them.
Or whittling them down on a long
quickly realized, a good song doesn't necessarily equate to a good first dance song. So when we listened to this one that had been on the playlist, it was like perfect. There was a nice heavy beat to follow, and it's a beautiful song.
You remember?
Nothing even matters.
No.
Oh,
well, technically, yeah. So, technically, yes. So, we had how some couples would have a last dance after everybody leaves the venue and everything. We actually did a pre-first dance where we walked in, did a first look of the venue, and we had a dance then. And that was Nothing Even Matters by Sir. You're right. But the first dance we did with everybody was Love Ballad by LTD and Jeffrey Osborne.
We actually had 2. I chose Beautiful Crazy by Luke Combs.
I chose a Spanish song by Juan Sebastian, and it's called Eso y Más.
We just winged it.
We didn't have a first dance, but when I walked down the aisle, I did walk down to Can't Help Falling in Love by Elvis.
So we technically didn't do a first dance. At some point we just decided like we're doing so many other things that like a first dance and planning that out won't bring us as much joy. But we did actually wind up doing a spontaneous last dance at the very end of the night to Piano Man, and like everybody like gathered around us.
We didn't do a formal first dance. We kind of went off script with that.
It was Baby I'm Yours by the Arctic Monkeys.
All Because of You by Stephen Day.
We practiced just some simple ballroom style dance
dancing for our first dance?
It's Fred Astaire by Jukebox and the Ghost. She showed me that song when we first started dating, and that was like our song kind of going forward. It's about like, even if I mess up or act goofy, you still look at me as if I do everything right and as if I'm, I'm dancing like Fred Astaire. Wedding dance kind of reflected that because we just like danced around each other and just were really happy and silly, and it was really fun.